Jungkook called a brand multiplier. Is his name alone enough to guarantee global sales? What if one name could move markets overnight? What if a single announcement could transform curiosity into global consumer action within hours? That is exactly what marketing analysts are now saying about Jungkook, who is increasingly being described as a brand multiplier, a rare figure whose involvement doesn't just increase visibility, but directly accelerates consumer demand, purchase intent, and measurable economic impact. The latest evidence came immediately after Swiss luxury watchmaker Hublot officially announced Jungkook as its global brand ambassador on the 12th of February 2026 in Seoul. Within hours, something extraordinary happened. According to Google Trends data, global searches for Hublot surged to their highest level in 5 years, reaching a peak interest score of 100%. This wasn't gradual growth. It was instant. Search terms like Hublot Jungkook, Hublot Ambassador, and Jungkook Brand Ambassador exploded across multiple regions simultaneously. The spike wasn't limited to Korea or Asia. It was global, spanning North America, Europe, the Middle East, and Latin America. For marketing professionals, this kind of response represents the ultimate benchmark. Conversion momentum. Awareness is easy to generate, action is not, yet Jungkook appears to trigger both. Branding experts describe the phenomenon as a complete funnel effect. First comes awareness, millions of people discovering or rediscovering a brand because of his association. Then comes interest, consumers researching products, comparing models, and engaging with campaigns. Finally comes intent, the psychological shift from observer to potential buyer. Few ambassadors influence all 3 stages so efficiently. This is why the term brand multiplier has begun circulating among global marketing observers. Because Jungkook does not merely promote brands, he amplifies their economic gravity. His influence originates from a unique combination of emotional loyalty and global reach, cultivated through years of success with BTS and expanded through his solo career. Fans trust his authenticity. When he aligns with a brand, the association feels intentional rather than transactional. This authenticity reduces consumer skepticism, one of the biggest barriers in modern advertising. Instead of questioning why he represents a brand, audiences accept it, and acceptance accelerates conversion. Luxury brands, in particular, benefit from this effect. Their business models rely heavily on perception, exclusivity, and emotional resonance. Jungkook strengthens all 3 simultaneously. His presence elevates brand storytelling, making products feel culturally relevant rather than purely commercial. Marketing analysts point out that this effect extends beyond search data. Social media engagement skyrockets following announcements involving Jungkook. Campaign images generate millions of interactions within hours. Brand mentions increase across digital platforms. Conversations multiply organically. Without paid amplification, this organic amplification is critical, because organic attention carries more credibility than paid promotion. It signals genuine public interest. It signals cultural momentum. It signals influence that cannot be manufactured artificially. Industry insiders have quietly compared Jungkook's marketing impact to some of the most powerful celebrity-brand relationships in modern history. Yet even those comparisons may underestimate his reach, because Jungkook's influence operates in a uniquely global digital environment. His audience is not confined to one country or demographic. It is borderless. This borderless reach creates exponential potential. A campaign launched in Seoul can generate consumer action in Paris, Dubai, Los Angeles, and Sao Paulo simultaneously. Few ambassadors possess this level of synchronized global activation. And this is precisely why brands increasingly view Jungkook not just as a representative, but as a strategic asset. The timing of his partnership with Hublot also reflects calculated alignment. Jungkook represents youth, precision, and evolution qualities that mirror the brand's positioning as a fusion of tradition and innovation. This symbolic alignment strengthens narrative coherence, making the partnership feel inevitable rather than forced. Narrative coherence strengthens trust. Trust strengthens intent. Intent drives sales. This chain reaction is the foundation of Jungkook's brand multiplier effect. But perhaps the most remarkable aspect is how effortlessly it appears to occur. Jungkook does not aggressively promote products in conventional ways. He does not overwhelm audiences with constant endorsements. Instead, his selectivity preserves impact. Each partnership becomes meaningful precisely because it is rare. Scarcity amplifies influence. and influence amplifies value. This raises a provocative question now circulating among branding experts. Is Jungkook simply participating in global marketing campaigns, or has he become one of the most powerful conversion drivers in modern advertising? Because when search interest reaches 5-year peaks overnight, when global conversations ignite instantly, and when consumer psychology shifts within hours of a single announcement, the implications extend beyond marketing. They suggest something deeper. They suggest that Jungkook's name itself has become a catalyst capable of transforming awareness into action, a catalyst capable of reshaping brand trajectories. And perhaps most significantly, a catalyst that proves modern cultural power no longer flows exclusively from brands to celebrities, but increasingly from celebrities like Jungkook to the brands themselves. What makes this phenomenon even more unsettling for traditional marketing structures is its predictability. Because this is no longer an isolated incident. When Jungkook previously partnered with global fashion brands, similar patterns emerged. Search volumes surged, products sold out, waiting lists formed, social media engagement multiplied exponentially. These weren't one-time anomalies. They were consistent outcomes. Consistency is what transforms influence into power. Marketing analysts often distinguish between celebrities who generate attention and those who generate conversion. Attention creates headlines. Conversion creates revenue. Jungkook appears to do both simultaneously and repeatedly. This dual capability places him in a rare category, because attention without conversion is noise. Conversion without attention is invisible. Jungkook creates both visibility and action. Luxury executives understand the significance of this distinction. Brand partnerships are not merely about aesthetics, they are strategic investments designed to expand market relevance and consumer engagement. When a figure like Jungkook enters the equation, the risk calculation changes. The potential upside increases dramatically, but so does competition. Brands are no longer simply evaluating whether Jungkook fits their image. They are evaluating whether they can afford not to align with him, especially as younger consumers increasingly shape global purchasing trends. Generation Z and younger millennials value authenticity over traditional advertising. They respond to individuals they trust. They observe behavior closely. They interpret brand partnerships as signals of identity and credibility. Jungkook's credibility with this demographic is exceptionally strong. His journey from trainee to global icon through BTS and beyond created a narrative audiences witnessed in real time. This transparency fostered emotional investment. Emotional investment fosters loyalty. Loyalty fosters behavioral response. Behavioral response drives markets. This chain reaction is what makes Jungkook's influence uniquely measurable. It is visible in search trends.